Hello. I wanted to elaborate on the Between the World and Me review essay prompt to explain a little bit more about what exactly a review is and what your objectives are in a review, what the characteristics of a review essay are. So, first off, a review is an evaluation of a text. In this case, we are reviewing a book, but you could do a review of a movie. You could do a review of a fashion show. I've read some of those myself. You could do a review of a video game. And the purpose is always to um, either recommend or not recommend that particular book or movie, and also to provide some analysis, some insight into the whatever the text might be. And so people reading reviews are often considering going to see that movie or considering buying that video game, but they also may have already played that video game or they may have read that book and they're just sort of interested in seeing how other people responded to it. Okay? So, with that in mind, your main point in a review is your evaluation of the text. So it could be, I like this, I think this is important, this was very useful, this was a great experience, or something along those lines. It could be negative, it could be this. This movie was poorly put together, it doesn't achieve its goals, whatever negative comments you have. You might explicitly say you should skip this one, you shouldn't read this, you shouldn't watch this, etc. And then you can write a mixed review where you're like, okay, I see that there are these flaws with this particular text, but I did like X, Y, and Z. So of the three reviews that we've already read, we read Holiday, we read Michelle Alexander's review, and we read Thomas Chatterton Williams's review. So both Holiday and Alexander were mixed reviews where they pointed out both problems that they had with the text and they praised it for certain things as well. And then Chatterton Williams's review was purely negative. He was critical of the book, and he doesn't explicitly say he don't read this, but he has a very big problem with like the world view that Coates is presenting in the book. Okay. And so, in terms of characteristics of a review, they always include some amount of summary because they don't know. Well, I guess they generally assume that the person reading their review has not read the book or watched the movie or played the video game. They don't want to spoil it for the person reading their review, okay? But you do need to give the reader a little bit of information so that they understand the basics of what the text is about. And then, especially with book reviews, there is often use of direct quotation to illustrate problems or strengths of the book or to illustrate a point. And you can see that done in all of the reviews that we've read so far. And then, they're fairly short, the reader often wants like just a quick evaluation of whatever the text is. So that's why we're not writing a super long paper for the Between the World and Me review. And let's see. They respond to other reviewers. And that's why I'm requiring you to respond to 2 other reviews in your review of Between the World and Me. And so you could pick Holiday, Alexander, or Williams, the ones we've already read, or in the prompt, I hope you notice that at the bottom there's like a list of other reviews that I've found for you, and then it also references how you might find even more reviews. This book, because it won the National Book Award, and it's on such a like socially and culturally relevant topic for this period of time, it has been widely read and very widely reviewed, okay? So in terms of responding to other reviewers, you can disagree with them, be like, so and so has this problem with it, but they didn't think about X, Y, or Z, right? So you can disagree with them, and then you can agree with them. But if you agree with the other reviewer, you don't want to just simply restate what they said. You want to restate and then extend their point, like add your own take onto whatever they had to say. So that's how you might begin thinking about how to respond to the other reviewers. So I hope this was helpful.